Hello everyone, my name is Alex and today we're gonna see how to write a script. Now if you want to write a script that you might be thinking, oh, how do I even write a script? It can be daunting if you don't know anything about script, but it's actually very easy. Like everything in life, you just have to know, practice, and before you know it, you are writing feature films. My name is Alex and I am an independent film producer. So I have written 2 feature films, 1 pilot, and 1 short film. So to make this process more entertaining and smoother, we are going to take one of my favorite films of all time. I know we talk about superheroes, but hey, I'm building back universe, so I am into the superhero genre. So we're gonna take The Avengers, the first one, the Avengers opening scene, the original script, and we are going to go dive deeper into what each one of these means, so then you can get started on your own amazing script. A script has a lot of formats. A script can be complex and can change depending on the production, the level of the production, where you're working. Today we're gonna talk about the essentials. If you want to write something, those are the basics. Okay, so each script has a scene heading, the action, the character speaking, the dialogue, and parentheticals. I don't think I am able to really pronounce this the right way. And the transition. All right, so this is the script of the Avengers.
The Tesseract has awakened. It is on a little world, a human world. They would wield its power. But our ally knows its workings as they never will. He is ready to lead. And our force, our Chitauri, will follow. The world will be his, the universe yours, and the humans, what can they do but burn?
Burning blue flame. When you write, there is no rule on exactly what needs to be capital. The reason why here burning blue flames is in capital, and one of the reasons why in some descriptions of the action you have capital, is to emphasize on this exact thing. For example, if a car is in action and the car is making a certain noise, you will emphasize that exact noise. It's just to really put attention to that one. So this first here is the action, explaining what is happening. So, burning blue flame, a smoky cube shape emerge, the Tesseract. And of course the Tesseract is in capital because we want to pay attention to this element. Filling the screen with blackness. Again, blackness is emphasized because it is what we want the audience to pay focus. The next one, cut to. Cut to is now the transition. There is no rules to that. You're writing your own film. You can cut wherever you want to cut. This is part of the 6 elements you need to know. First you have the action, then the second one is the transition. We live in an age where there are so many apps. I use Celtics myself. Before I was using RawScript. So there are so many even free apps and platforms. You don't have to know these things. I mean, you have to know these things, but those platforms helps you learn these things, because whenever you're typing a word, it will ask you and it will give you the choices. Is it a transition? Is it an action? Is it a character? Is it the dialogue? Or parentheticals, the word I can't really pronounce. You have enough apps that can really make the job easier for you. Exterior, throne room, space, night. Now we're going to the scene heading. The scene heading is important because it really establishes where we are in the scene. Usually means location. So you start with AXT or INT. AXT stands for exterior, INT stands for interior. And then you tell us exactly where we are. In this situation, we are in a throne room. Then what's happening after is specifying, like space. Now we know it's in space. And then you end by where it is happening during the day. If it's during the day, you will write day. If it's during the night, you will write night. If you have scenes and you want to make sure that scene 2 is not happening right after scene 1, you can put later or afternoon. This shows the time. So make sure that you specify this so we get a better idea. And after that, always make sure to at least have an action between the scene heading and the character. So don't put the scene heading and then after that start writing the character. Like for example, you just set the location and then you just put James and then you say what he said. Whatever it is, always have some type of action described. Kneeling behind a throne. Of course, emphasizing on the throne, a clothed, armored figure known as the Other. I see in the next line, it will be also a character. I learned that rule when I was pitching my show and we had to submit the pilot. Whenever you introduce a character for the first time, you have to put the entire character in capital. Only that one time, the other. So now we're going to the next part is the character. You put the character's name, and amazing with all these amazing apps, whenever you write a character and then you go to the next character, whenever you choose character, it will give you a list of all the characters that you already listed in the script. So all these apps makes it easier for you to just write and not worry about the technicals of a script. VO, this means it's a voiceover. So if the character is doing a voiceover, you'll put VO. But let's say the character is speaking but you don't really see him, but he is in the scene. Like, let's say we focus on something else and the character is still in the scene speaking, you will put OS, which means off screen. And now the next one, we go to the dialogue. There is no really rules to write dialogue. You can actually write your dialogue in the way your characters speak. You can have abbreviations, you can have slangs, you can have whatever, because this is exactly how the characters speak. So it has to be really true to the character. And after that, we go to cut to. Perfect. Those are the 6 elements to know. Of course, there was one more element, the parentheticals. Extremely hard for me to pronounce. I don't really see it here, but let me explain what it is. It's basically, this happens between the character and the dialogue. This is to emphasize what is happening, or to give you an example. Let's just say that I am talking to Samantha and I am screaming. So you put Alex, parentheticals, and then you put screaming, and then you put a dialogue. You can also put it in the action, do you, or let's just say while I am talking to Samantha, I am pressing this bottle, right? So you put Alex, parentheticals, squeezing bottle, and then deliver the dialogue. This means whatever is happening or whatever you want to make sure that is happening during the dialogue. So people don't really think that you're just talking to Samantha like this. No, you're talking to Samantha and then you're pressing the bottle. So this is what the parentheticals are used for. Those are the 6 elements that you have to know. Very easy, and use Celtx, rosescripts.com, and you are able to create script. You start with the subheading, location where it is, always put the action, what is happening, then go to the character. Don't forget parentheticals if you want to emphasize something there, and let's not forget whenever you introduce a character, he's always in capital in the action. Then you have the dialogue, character, dialogue, character, action, and whenever the scene is over, don't forget the transition. And many of those apps and those websites, they give you choices. You can have fade in, cut to. Now, a little bit more technical, you don't have to do that. Some screenwriters are also suggesting shots in some script. So you also have the option to suggest shots. This is a little bit more advanced, so that way when the director takes it, he has a better understanding of the vision that you have for the script. And there is a lot of formats. Make sure that you know what's right for you. Make your own researches, go a little bit deeper. But this is a video for you to know how to write a script. If you never wrote a script, easy. Go to Celtx or RoseScript, have the knowledge of those 6 elements, and start writing your amazing story. I'm looking forward to watch or share your story in the comments. Looking forward. Go make some magic happen. I'm rooting for you.